welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I haven't posted since early last week, but I hope this early spring cleaning video makes up for it. I'm cleaning most of the house in today's video and getting started on some spring cleaning. It's a little hard to get into the spring cleaning because the weather here has me feeling like it's winter, but the sunshine we've been having is helping a little bit. So I'm starting in my boys' room instead of the kitchen like I usually start, but only because I knew I really needed to get in here and reorganize a little and do some dusting. I want to know where you usually start to clean in your home. Is it like the kitchen, the way it is for me, or do you just jump into whatever room is the worst? So you can see just how bad this room is and really needed mom's attention in here to pick up and put away the junk and really just give it a good reset. The sheets were washed earlier this morning and I'm waiting for them to finish drying. So I'm also going to wash the curtains as well. And I wash them in cold water and hang them up right after while they're still really wet and let them air dry while hanging. And I learned the hard way not to put them in the dryer. So we've been battling this sock drawer for a really long time, and I just finally took everything out and kind of sorted through it. It had socks that belonged to my daughters, socks that belonged to me, socks that belonged to everybody else in the family. So I'm just going to sort through them here and kind of neaten them up and just get them a little more organized.
Living in bubbles. Too late. They say I'm always too late.
So I do want to take a second just to thank you guys so much for commenting on my community posts lately. It was so wonderful to be able to connect with you that way. I know I always look forward to comments during the videos. It makes me feel like I have some kind of connection with you guys, which I think a lot of other people who create content feel. And I did mention in one of my community posts that I am a little nervous about my mammogram that's coming up in April. It is my 1-year follow-up, and I did get votes that yes, I should post a follow-up, so I will be doing that because the video about my mammogram experience seemed to resonate with a lot of my viewers. So I am going to be posting a follow-up on that one, and that will come out probably like the second week of April after I get my results back in. So look out for that if you're interested to know what's going on. But I'm not going to lie and say that I'm feeling super confident about it, because I'm not. I am a little anxious and starting to feel that nervousness pick up before the date. So hopefully everything will be okay, and I will be posting a follow-up video. And also on the community post about whether you prefer more music or more talking or a mix of both, I got kind of like mixed reviews, so I will post some videos with talking in the video, and then I'll also post videos where it's just music, so you can just turn on the music and kind of clean along with me. But let me know in the comments here on this video which you prefer, the talking, the no talking, a mix of both. I would really love to know. So the products that I'm using to clean today are the spray away glass cleaner with a microfiber cloth, and hands down that is always my favorite. I think I say this in almost every video, but I just love it. It leaves the glass really streak free and it has a nice clean scent to it. And then I'm also going to be using the Pledge Clean It. That's a new product for me, and I think it's a multi-surface. You can use it on many different kinds of surfaces, not just the wood. And I'm going to say that I do like it. It doesn't leave like a greasy residue or anything, but it does leave a little bit of a shine, and the scent is really light as well.
Don't wanna wake up, I might be dreaming. I might be dreaming. You're stirring things up, my heart is beating. My heart is beating. I won't let go, I can't my style. It ain't my style. You see right through me. I don't wanna hide. No, I don't wanna hide. I won't let go. I can't say no. My heart is yours, so I say here we go. You do that something to me. You do that something to my heart. I give up. You won't stop. I'm like a spinning top. You do that something to me. You do that something to my heart. I give up. You won't stop. And I keep spinning. You see right through me. Do that to me. So let's do this, baby. You do that something to me. You do that something to my heart. I give up. You won't stop. I'm like a spinning top. Giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, giving it up. Oh, I'm like a spinning top. Giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, giving it up. Don't wanna wake up. I might be dreaming. I might be dreaming. You're stirring things up. My heart is beating. Oh, so I say here we go. You do that something to me. You do that something to my heart. I give up. You won't stop. I'm like a spinning top. You do that something to me. You do that something to my heart. I give up. You won't stop. And I keep spinning. You see right through me. Do that to me. So let's do this, baby. You do that something to me. You do that something to my heart. I give up. You won't stop. I'm like a spinning top. Giving it up, giving it up, giving it up.
Sometimes I forget that my boys are big enough now to help me pick things up and move things around. My husband tore his rotator cuff really badly. It's like a complete tear about 2 months ago, and he actually needs either a repair or a shoulder replacement. So I've been trying to lift most of the heavy, awkward things by myself, but since the boys were here, they helped me, which was wonderful. Every now and then I get a question about the bedding that I have on the bunk beds, and these are from Betty's Bedding. I'll have a link in the description box below. If you want to check them out, you will get $50 off when you use that link. But I really think that these are good even if you don't have bunk beds, because it just makes making the bed for the kids a lot easier. And we've had these sets, I want to say, coming up on 3 years now, and they still look great. They still feel really soft, which is more than I can say for just regular comforter sets. I feel like I need to replace those a little bit more often.
Jumped off the subway leading nowhere. Your warm hands rubbed off the cold around me. I heard you say that everything is alright, but how did you know how I felt? You saw right through me that day. I was lost in space, but you pulled me down and wiped away those cloudy thoughts. I could see the sky when you were close to me. I can't believe what you brought.
So this is typically what happens when I'm in the kids' room or they see me busy doing something. Like right now I have both the boys in the room, which is great because they're helping pick up their room, and I love that. But then my daughter comes in, and you can't see her, but my other daughter comes into the room too. And so at this point I just kind of shut off the camera and stopped recording just so that we could sit, because it kind of felt like they wanted to chat, and we did. We sat there for about an hour and we just kind of caught up and talked, and then once they left the room I was able to get back in and finish cleaning up.
I will always remember it. got me off the battleground. How you got me off the battleground.
Moving on to my daughter's room, I'm just going to start at the very top up here by my younger daughter's top shelf. And I don't mean anything bad about this or negative at all, but she has a little bit of hoarder tendencies. So I want to say probably once a month I have to kind of go through what's up here and take down what is just not needed or misplaced or whatever is garbage. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that and then just tidy up their room a little bit and freshen it up the same way I did the boys' room.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it.
And since I'm in here doing the pre-spring cleaning, I thought I'd go ahead and give this window a good clean. They do open up, so it's not hard to clean. And you'll see at the bottom, there's something there. I don't know. It looks like it's moss or just, I don't know what it is, stuff from outside. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that too, which was really pretty simple to do, and just get them all shined up and clean.
Another season we leave behind, another story that's got me blind. Got only you on my mind. I
So the next room that I really wanted to tackle was my office. It just really needed to be cleaned up and dusted. And you know how offices get, they just get full of paper and extra things and junk. So I really just needed to go through, and I also needed to tidy up the 2 bookcases that I have here, because as you can tell, things just started getting stacked up, and when it's like that in here and I need to work, it makes it really hard for me to focus. I'm trying to show you here the dust. I don't think the camera picked it up, but there was a good bit of dust on these shutters. So I'm going to go ahead and do my pre-spring cleaning and clean up these windows and the shutters, and then also do a full tidy up and cleaning and decluttering and organizing of those bookcases as well.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I might go too fast. But suddenly I feel so rich, though I don't know nothing. Oh, I can't let this slip. No, I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Don't wanna go too fast, 'cause I know that people get scared sometimes. Hope it's not this time, 'cause I might go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich, though I don't know nothing. Oh, I can't let this slip. No, I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I know he's just mad, but it feels like I know you. We love the same things. You want a house in Malibu. Are you feeling the same way I do? Are you feeling the same way I do? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking?
Now I just need to get rid of all these little piles that are everywhere. I have no idea where they come from or how they start building up like this, but it does make me crazy to see. So for the most part, we are kind of like a paperless household, meaning we scan everything in and store it into a program and then shred the papers. And I'm always curious, are you the kind that feels like they need to have the papers and keep them, or do you scan them in and just toss out the original? I mean, there are some things I keep the originals for, like the really important stuff, you know, birth certificates and certain things like that I know I absolutely need to have. But for the most part, we are pretty paperless. My husband is very much into electronics and was so gung-ho about being paperless and hates the clutter of it and everything. But what's funny is I find that most of the piles of papers end up being on his desk. So I think he sets them aside thinking he's going to scan them, but then doesn't actually do them. So I didn't touch what was on his desk. I'm going to actually texted him while I was cleaning, and he said to leave them and that he'd go through them. He hasn't gone through them yet, but I'm going to gently remind him or just start it, and he'll probably end up joining me in getting rid of those because I really can't stand those stacks when I see them.
Conversation, and you seem to agree with me, but when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall, and every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You're such a sensitive guy. When your friends are hurting, you make sure to stick around. But when it comes to me, you don't wanna know. Yeah, every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Help me the way I help you. Oh yeah, the way I help you. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. Yeah. Just be my parachute. Why don't you help me? I've been holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, it ain't almost thing, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang, just like a boomerang, just like a I keep on spinning like a boomerang. You know exactly where to push or pull, and I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, it ain't almost thing, but I keep turning back just like a
got love strong, just like a love song. Baby, it's haunting me. Don't know what you're thinking. It's like I'm sinking deep underwater. Maybe it's harder, harder, harder for me. Oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe just lovers. Cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless so no one can hear us. You're throwing the pillars to the floor. Now put your loving, loving, loving on me. Eh, loving on me. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too. Will you be my ride or die? Around all these people, we'll try to be someone better than you and I. Posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just leave and walk away? Walk away, walk away. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby,
I ordered a pot off of the Walmart website, just like a larger pot for soups and broths and things like that. And after I opened it up, I realized that the lid would not fit on the top because the pot was bent. So I'm just going to have to return that, but I was pretty disappointed. In this room, I am just going to wipe down the dining table and the side table over here with a pledge oil that I really like for this room because this wood is really old and I feel like every now and then it needs a good shining up. But here you can see the pot is bent, the lid doesn't fit, and I was really disappointed in that.
Buy what I want, I don't want it. Do what I like, I don't like it. My life is a mess, screaming with boredom. I don't feel nothing when I'm buzzing. Someone add some glamorous her. Cause when I sleep alone for insomnia, they say you have to be beaten up before you're tender enough. They say you have to bruise to feel. I chew, I don't taste it. Obsessing over dress when I split. Shoot me a blink, I'm dying from boredom. I even lie when I tell the truth. Honestly, what's the use? They say you have to be beaten up before you're tender enough. They say you have to bruise to feel. I must be made out of steel. No one is in charge of my steering. This I know, this I know, this I know.
Now moving on to the family room, I'm just going to give everything a really good dust and do a good vacuum and just kind of tidy up in here. It's not that bad, and I do have a nightly cleaning routine where I go through and I tidy up this room every single night. That way I can wake up and see that it is nice and neat. But I'm going to be using my Shark vacuum in here just because it's a heavy traffic room and I know that it does a great job in picking up all the dust, and I'll show you towards the end of this clip just how much it picks up. And I'm going to go ahead and dust this entertainment center, which gets so dusty. It just picks up everything, and because it's black it shows a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I get this all cleaned up as well. And I do use the Pledge Clean It multi-surface on my TV, and it worked really well. It didn't leave any smudges or residue or anything. So if you're looking for something for your TV, I think this should work just fine.
Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken. I always thought love like ours would last. I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Who said it'd be easy to be in love? Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize what you are giving up. When did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us?
And you can see just how much this vacuum pulled up for just my family room. I love this Shark vacuum. I swear it's one of my favorites. It's really heavy duty and does a great job in pulling up all the dust and dirt that's in the carpet. I do love the Dyson, but the Shark is always my favorite.
Oh, but Emily, you are the
Okay, so now for this little cook with me portion, I really wanted to share with you this dinner recipe. It's been in my family for years. My mom used to make it all the time, and my kids have grown up to really love it, and so does my husband. I don't know what to call it. We call it chicken with mushroom and rice. My mom used to call it chicken stroganoff. But it's really delicious, does not take a lot of ingredients at all. Ingredients that we use are button mushrooms, chicken thigh chopped up into small pieces, 1 onion. If it's a really large onion, just use half of that, or 1 medium onion, salt, pepper, a dried herb of your choice. I tend to go for dill, a chicken or mushroom base, chicken broth, and about 2 tablespoons of flour, and 1 16-ounce container of sour cream. Also shared a really short Instagram reel and TikTok on this recipe too, if you want to go ahead and look at that while you're making it. But what you do is you just slice up mushrooms. I'm sorry, I don't really have measurements, but I want to say I sliced up about 8 button mushrooms that were pretty good in size, and I slice them up thin so that they can cook down well with the chicken.
Right up on the hillside, a different view of my life. You left me running on.
And then just chop up your onion into small pieces. You could also use a food processor for this, which makes it a whole lot easier.
Goodbye, like everything's gone. Everything that we could have been. But I know you are my liability.
In a large pot, just melt, I want to say 3 tablespoons of butter in there and start by cooking down your onions just until they're translucent. You don't want them brown or anything, just cook through. So I use medium to medium low heat for these. And then go ahead and add your salt and pepper. You can always adjust this as you're cooking it. Just keep tasting it along the way to make sure. I feel like after I add the sour cream, it always needs a little bit more salt and pepper, so I adjust it at the end after I taste it. Now add your chopped up chicken thighs. I like to cut them into small bite-sized pieces, and you're also going to cook this chicken thigh but not brown them, so you want them to be cooked all the way through but still soft. And when the chicken is just about cooked through, go ahead and add your mushrooms on top and stir them in really well. And then you're going to let the mushrooms cook down until they've kind of shrunken in size. And now that the mushrooms are all stirred in along with the chicken, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of the Better Than Bouillon mushroom base. Sometimes I use the chicken base instead of mushroom, but today I had this, so this is what I'm going to go ahead and use. Both taste delicious. It is a little bit salty, so I try to get the low sodium kind, but just keep that in mind when you're making this recipe. And once all of that is stirred in, I'm going to go ahead and add my dried dill weed. In the summer, it's great to use fresh, but right now I'm just going to use the dried dill. And I let that all cook together and simmer really well. And once everything is cooked, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to make a little bit of a roux. Stir it up really well and make sure the flour is cooked all the way through before you add your chicken broth. Let that all simmer together on medium-low heat until it comes up to a boil, and when you smell it, it smells like the flour has been cooked out. Then go ahead and add your container of sour cream. Tonight I had full-fat sour cream on hand, so that's what I used, but sometimes I substitute it with light sour cream. And keep that medium heat on just so that it doesn't overboil, and this is how it should look in the end. It's so yummy and so creamy and just delicious. It's like the best comfort food. And I just serve it over rice. I usually cook my rice with some vermicelli noodles. You could tell I overcooked the vermicelli noodles, but it is delicious. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you loved this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.